When you change what you eat. Hello, you all. I'm Diana Brienne, and I got to thinking today about what happens when we change what we eat. Well, as many of you know, in recent months, I've really kind of changed a lot of how I eat and what I eat. And I've always been a healthy eater and a very, very picky eater. And yet I kind of stepped it up a little bit and kind of went to what I consider the next level. And so for me, in recent months, I've given up pretty close to all processed foods, and I try to stick with whole grains and whole vegetables that have not been prepared beforehand. And I've eliminated refined sugar from my diet. I do get my sugar in fruits and vegetables naturally. And of course, I don't drink sodas, but I do drink a lot of water, healthy water, no hydrogenated. I'm very sparse on the oils, but when I do use oils, it's like olive oil, grapeseed oil, the more healthy, what we would consider the healthier oils. And I would say that the hardest part for me was not getting into the junk food. Now, I've never been a big junk food person, but I have 3 teenagers, and often they have a bag of chips in their hand. Even though I discourage it, they'll have a bag of chips, and I want to reach in that bag and grab some chips for myself. So that's probably been my biggest challenge, is with the junk food, although I'm doing excellent. I don't really have a problem with it. And maybe an occasional candy of some kind. I do have a sweet tooth, but I use stevia instead of refined sugar. I don't use refined sugar. And stevia is sort of an alternative, a more natural alternative. It doesn't taste quite like sugar, but if you can't have refined sugar, it's kind of the next best thing. And so I use that. But I also exercise every day. I do a 5-mile run. I do my elliptical and my dancing. And like I said, I don't recommend my routine or my diet to anyone else. Everyone has to find out what works for them. And yeah, this is what seems to be working well for me. And, at my age, 62 years old, it's important for me to take as meticulous of care of who I am as I can, and I do. And so the only thing I promote is that people find what works for them and stay healthy, and I promote great health. And so I've more or less shared my journey with you all about, changing my diet over primarily to vegan. And I don't eat meat, I don't eat fish, I don't eat dairy, or poultry, of course. And that doesn't bother me at all. I have no problem with that. It's just, now and then I want some sugar or some junk food. But, I am doing well with that. So, and I make delicious foods, healthy foods, healthy choices. And I do juice every day too. So anyhow, I thought I'd share that with you. Hope you're all doing well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.